Warzone. It's an intense video game that's based on Modern Warfare. Its maps are copied from the most dangerous war zones on Earth. Only an idiot would try to play a game called Warzone in real life. This is me, an idiot who tried to play a game called Warzone in real life. Video games make everything look easy, but real life is a totally different story. So I was curious to feel what it's like to play Warzone in real life. Are its maps anything like reality? And does technology from the game, like the ascending device, exist in real life? But hold on, where were we? Oh yeah, I was dropping into the map. We just dropped into Caldera, or Hawaii in real life, and it was a lot less chill than in the game. Caldera is an island in the Pacific based on Hawaii, and while I know it's not everyone's favorite map, Verdansk and Al Mazrah are both based on active war zones, so I decided to go with the tropical vacation instead. But seeing is one thing, playing is another. So I tested out all aspects of Warzone to see how the game holds up to reality, starting at the top of Hawaii, or in Warzone, the peak. Look at that! That's Caldera, baby! Sadly, I think this is the closest we're gonna get, because that's like a operating observatory. Also, a volcano just erupted on the big island, which is freaking crazy, because that matches the game too. So what do we do now? Do we just loot? So I was trying to film this cool first-person POV to look like the game, and it came out like this. So instead, I just look like a fool, but not as much as my best friend Jake. You look like the kid in high school who wants to join the military.
The ROTC kid?
Yeah. Yeah, the possible stolen valor guy is my videographer Jake, and his outfit has actually improved since our last Call of Duty video when we visited Rebirth Island in real life.
I look like a camp counselor.
From the peak, we traveled to the Capitol, which is in fact a government building in real life. I was blown away at how precisely the creators made the building in the game. Also, I found a recon drone at the Capitol that I definitely didn't just place there like 5 seconds ago. From there, we traveled to Pearl Harbor, where we found the Terminal Tower.
Jake, move quick. We're gonna get sniped. We're gonna get sniped. That's my slide cancel. How's it look?
It was pretty crazy to see that there's such big fans of Warzone that they had the drop plane parked out front. And as we were climbing to the top of the tower, I realized they even copied the operations building next to it.
Is it wrong that we're at a memorial right now and all I'm thinking about is just sniping these people down here?
Pearl Harbor is a naval base, so you can also find the shipyards that inspired Arsenal. Unfortunately, it's an active naval base, so I was told we'd be arrested if we filmed the shipyard, but I was able to obtain the satellite footage so you can see what it looks like in... To really experience Call of Duty, I tried out my favorite loadouts, starting with submachine guns and ARs, and working my way towards LMGs and snipers. The only thing was, Jake and I were a little out of place there.
I had an oat milk latte this morning. I don't think these people drink oat milk in their lattes. I don't even think they get lattes.
Like, look at that guy. His name's probably Blaze or Jagger. And then there was us.
Just smack that down.
Great.
It was like you were shaking hands with a cat.
Hey, you know what, Greg?
To compare, this is what it's supposed to look like. We started out with the MP40 and MP5.
All right, he's one shot. I think he's cracked.
Then we moved on to the M4A1.
Holy that hurt more. Okay, this is way more real.
One thing I learned really quickly is reloading is not as simple as hitting X.
Okay, how am I doing?
So it's this button up here.
Oh, got it.
Now, this range allowed us to shoot the guns extremely fast, if you know what I mean. You know, when you go from this to this. But unfortunately, YouTube wouldn't be very happy with me if I showed you the real life footage. This is kind of what would happen. So I did my best to edit in some gameplay footage, so just use your imagination.
Greg, what the f is that?
RPD. Yeah. All right, 760 by 39 light machine gun.
You look a little nervous.
It's a big gun, dude.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
It's a big gun, Andrew.
Really drive your weight into it, right? Don't be afraid of it.
I'm a little afraid.
Hold it down, send it.
All right. I'm gonna crack him. Definitely missed them all, right?
Interestingly, not every gun in Warzone is named the same in real life. Like the Grau is actually called the SIG 552. That's because Call of Duty has to pay gun manufacturers royalties to use their names, so instead they simply recreate the gun and call it something else. Like the Amax is actually a Galil, which, side note, sucked in real life. This is a Car 98K. This is my favorite gun in the game. Oh. It ended up being my least favorite gun that day. I even tried it with a scope, which ended up giving me negative accuracy.
You definitely feel it.
Yeah.
Guns are also a lot heavier than you'd think. The thought of sprinting around non-stop with 2 of these, 150 rounds of ammunition, and an ascending device, forget it. Especially with the Barrett 50 cal. That is so heavy. How would anyone quickscope with this thing?
You wouldn't?
As Jake would say, that's a big gun.
Oh!
I've never felt anything like that in my life.
You need to sit down.
All right, Greg, be honest with us. How bad are we?
I mean, you killed him.
I couldn't find much information online about Caldera locations in real life, so the next day we explored the island to see what we could find. Not everything on Hawaii was a perfect match, but I did find scenery that undeniably inspired the map. Freaking crazy, we were just driving along, I didn't even know it'd be like this, but all the dirt is like the same red that you have in the fields. Like, that can't just be a coincidence. And later on when we were driving along the road, we spotted another match. I'm pushing Lighthouse. Oh, we got a car? There's 2 on Lighthouse. Oh wait, no, he's a bot. Not only does Caldera's lighthouse look alike, but also notice the red roof of the building next to it. It's the same. And later we even found a stone structure that looked familiar. It's not perfect, but it kind of looks like the ruins. Everywhere we went, things were reminding me of Caldera. Like the architecture of houses.
This is so bad, people just live here, and all I'm thinking about is like,
Wow, there's some good cover in that building. Or the islands off the coast.
Bro, it looks like
Warzone! It's just like the game! I might have been a tad overexcited about Warzone. The whole trip I was talking like a teenager in a COD lobby, minus the slurs. Pushing Pokey. Jake, move! Alright, he's one shot. He's got good defense going. Everything I'm just thinking of like hiding and like shooting.
So we're at resort, and we're gonna push the roof right now, but it's a pretty hot drop, so we might get caught.
Unfortunately, the roof was locked, which was a huge bummer, because look at how cool it looks. It's just like the game. Oh crap, there's a guy. You know what, while we're on the topic, the number of people that killed me while I was trying to record these clips was insane. Like, I'm just minding my own business, trying to make these game comparisons look cinematic, and the only way to do that is in a lobby with 150 people trying to kill me. So, no roof, but I did make sure to loot some stuff on my way out. I was also gonna fly in a Caldera airplane, but unfortunately the company that runs the Warbird tours over the island was closed the week we visited. Kind of like how the game took them out for being way too OP. So Jake and I found this ride that simulates what it's like to pilot a Warbird.
Jake, I'm not very good at this! Oh shit! Enemy! Enemy! Oh my god! You're a horrible captain! Switch it! We have to switch captain!
When I found out that you can purchase the ascending device from Warzone in real life, I was like, shut up and take my money. The only problem is it costs $3,200, but I was like, this is too cool not to try it. I thought that all the way up until I was getting prepped to rappel down a 100-foot abandoned bridge. But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me first show you how it works. All right, so it's a little bigger in person. So you take this, and then you get your battery. Now, dude, this thing is literally impossible to hold with one hand. Like, okay, just imagine there's a rope here. There's no way. And then like thinking like you gotta have it on your person, so it's just like hanging from you all day. It's like 50-pound weight. Now the device works just like in Warzone, but there are some differences. In Warzone, you clip in, hang on, and boom, you're at the top. In real life, you have to get a professional climber to safely rig you, put a harness on, feed the ascender through a rope, and then well, I had to be lowered down before I could ascend up, you know? All right. Nothing terrifying going on here. Oh, okay. Bro. After the initial scare, descending was actually not too bad, and it was a lot like the game. And once I was at the bottom, it was finally time to try it out. Woohoo! Oh my god! I'm hanging on for dear life right now. Oh my God. Oh, we're twirling. That's not supposed to happen in the game. And it worked. It actually freaking worked. It was just like the game. Now what? Dismounting was actually a lot trickier though in real life. Oh my God. Joseph, you got me, right?
We got it.
Okay. I'll be up there in no time.
So let me fix this though before we.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do all the fixing you need.
Go ahead and just climb up and over now. There you go. Perfect.
Just get me out of this thing. now I go attack people. Let's go fight. I'm gonna sit down for a sec.
a little tired.
That actually worked a lot better than I thought.
And now I need your help. I need you to go spam Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman on their streams and on their YouTube channels. I have it all linked at the top of my description. Go comment everywhere. Watch Andrew Levitt's Warzone video. And to Nick and Tim, let's do a Warzone in real life video together. I have it all planned out. All you have to do is show up.